And they were like, hey, who did this? And I said, it wasn't me, but if nobody steps up to clean it, I'll do it. And stuff like that. Like, yeah, it sucks, but like stuff like that, like it gives me like, that's where I get my self-confidence from. You build self-esteem by doing esteemable things. Don't let material things, don't let stupid reasons make you have an inflated ego. There's a difference between having an inflated ego and self-esteem. Okay, so like my willingness to go and handle something like that. I mean, dude, I'm going to be a parent one day. I'm not a parent right now, but I'm going to be a parent one day. Like, do I want to be one of those parents that is like, bro, like once I have kids, my kids got to be taken care of. So if their diaper needs to get changed or something like that, it needs to get handled on the spot. I'm not just going to be like, oh, baby, could you handle that for me? I really don't want to. What? Does that make sense? So you start putting these things into practice. You should be putting those things into practice. You should be putting those attitudes into practice way before you think about having children. I'm telling you, man. Does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense? So by the time I do meet my right woman, and by the time I do have my kids, I'm going to be ready. Look at all this work I had to do on myself first. What's today, Wednesday? Today's Wednesday, right? Good morning, bro. Good to see you. How much money does it cost to open a bank account in California? You could get black titanium jewelry anywhere. A head shop or something. $50 minimum? Okay. That's not too bad. What do y'all think? Chase Bank? Maybe Chase. I'm getting over a cold. I really appreciate you guys. I'm about to change my background again, but I just wanted to show you guys we hit 1 million likes yesterday in the live stream. So I wanted to say thank you to you guys. But yeah, there it is. We hit 1 million likes yesterday, guys. They were being mean as fuck to me, but I got my 1 million likes, didn't I? All right, let me see. Effects. Change my background again. And I met 2 cool people today, so shout out to Chewbacca, who I became friends with today. She does world news. A lot of you guys might know this person. Shout out to Chewbacca, I became friends with today. And shout out to Kayla, became friends with today. I met them in my chat today, and they followed me, so I followed them back after the chat told me that they were safe people. So shout out to these 2 people. Go check them out. Guys, I do fitness and recovery and mental health content. I'm trying to help people with my experience. Trying to build a community here. Trying to be a better person. Stay sober. Do the next right thing, guys. I'm kind of a quirky individual. I do take my fitness and all my health and everything. I take recovery seriously. But at the same time, guys, please hold space for me and allow me to have a personality. At the end of the day, you guys are here to be entertained. So, people get upset with the way that I entertain people. I am goofy. Sometimes I can come off a little egocentric. It's all just like, have you ever seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? You guys know Dennis? You know, Dennis, the actor? He plays Dennis in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Well, his character in the show is a like sociopath. Like he is a raging narcissist, right? But he's super lovable and he's super funny, right? So that's kind of like the vibe I want to bring when I start acting that way. It's not genuine narcissism. If anything, like I struggle. I wish my self-esteem was better. But it's like, you guys have to understand, like, when I'm being entertaining and when I'm being genuine and sincere. Okay? Like, I need people to, like, compartmentalize those things. Like, you have to be, oh, Nick's just entertaining his audience right now. Anytime you hear me, like, basically glazing myself or talking about, biceps and shit, like jawline, shit like that, it's literally just a joke, guys. Yeah, it's hard for some people. Those people don't belong here. If you want AA to work for you, it will work for you. But don't be like, you don't have to become like addicted to the meetings. Like, I feel like some people just become super dependent on going to meetings, and then like they'll relapse or they'll go back out or whatever, and they'll be like, oh, well, it's because I wasn't making enough meetings. And like, maybe that's not true. Maybe the reason why you relapse is because you made a poor decision. I'm just saying. It's probably not because you didn't make 5 meetings this week. It's the meetings are not keeping you sober. All the meeting is a place for you to meet people and have support from people that have been through what you've been through, and a place for you to network. That's it. They're not keeping you sober. Now, the community itself is a great community to be in, but you can't be like, oh, well, I know some people that have like long-term sobriety and like they go to 7 meetings a week or more, So basically look at it like this. When you were drinking, I've been in AA over 10 years, okay? When you were drinking, if you didn't isolate at home and you didn't drink at home, right, a lot of people would go out to the bars and drink. Why? Because it's a place for you to hang out with other people who also drink and network and make friends, and you guys have the common thing to bond over, which is alcohol. Right or wrong, right? I got people trying to join, hold on. So now that you no longer drink, so some people were so used to going to a bar every night. Instead of going to the bar, you go to the AA meeting, and what's the common thing that you guys have to bond over? The fact that you don't drink anymore. See? You see how that works? But just because you didn't go to a bar today doesn't mean that you couldn't still drink alcohol, right? So let me get this straight. The only way that you could ever drink alcohol is at a bar. No. You could drink alcohol at home. You could drink alcohol in your car. You could drink alcohol at your job. You could drink alcohol anywhere. So just because you didn't go to an AA meeting, it means you can't stay sober? You could stay sober at home. You could stay sober at a bar. See how that works, guys? You see how it goes both ways? So you're correct. Thank you. It's a conscious decision that you have to make. It's a decision, bro. Thank you for the heart, me. You like the background? I think it's pretty cool. If I'm going to use a background to protect myself, I figured I'd give you guys some cool things to look at. That's why I wear the hoodie, too. It's giving zen, right? Yeah. I just need to find some spiritual people, bro. I need to find some people that are on a healing journey. I need to find some people that are educated. Yeah, they are nuts. See, I feel so safe with just my subscribers only. I feel so safe with just my subscribers only, bro. I thought Gen Z was gone. She's still in here putting in work. W's in the chat for Gen Z, guys. Gen Z is one of my most loyal supporters that I've ever had. She's one of my mods, and she is awesome, dude. Gen Z is awesome. God, Gen Z is awesome, dude. I'm so lucky to have you, Gen Z. I'm telling you, if you become part of my moderation team and you're good to me, I'm going to love you, bro. We need some more people on the team, but you got to be approved by Gen Z. You got to be approved by, my people here. And I'm still friends with people at Graceland, by the way, guys. I'm still friends with them. So I had a couple of hard days when I first left Graceland. I never really talked shit about them. I didn't talk shit. I didn't. They're my family, you know. They're all I have, really. So everybody at Graceland, Pat, Madison, Danielle, Jose, Evan, Zach, they're my people. They are my friends. John, everybody. I do love them, and I do want to spend time with them soon, and I want us to go out and do some fun things. Don't get me wrong, we gotta do. They do social media, like they do social media in a big way. So it's like when you do social media the way that we all do social media, like you gotta play the game. But at the end of the day, no matter like what is said or done, because they poke fun at me too, they poke fun at me too. Pat's goofy, man. You gotta give Pat. Pat's got a big ego, man. Like Pat knows that he's a well-known guy. He's from LA. He's doing well. So it's like, Pat's a rock star. You know what I'm saying? Pat knows that he is a star. So, just give him that. You can't, no matter what. Even when he's not on social media, like he's a rock star, dude. Like, and he does help people. Like Pat does help people. He did help me. Some people may not agree with the way that he helps people, but he does help people. So, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, nobody is going to be perfect. Nobody's going to be perfect. You just got to hold space for these people, and you just got to love them for who they are. Now, if anything, if he does something that I don't agree with, I'm not going to sit here and fucking, co-sign it just because he's my friend. I'll take a step back from whatever it is that he's doing. But at the end of the day, he didn't do anything to hurt me. At the end of the day, I'm here in California because of him, and I'm sober now because of Graceland. So, I'll be making a more detailed video about this to explain to people later. But I don't get it confused. Just because I left doesn't mean that I don't still love every single person there. I'm not allowed to talk to the residents because I'm on non-com, but I do support Graceland and I do support what they're doing, and it did help me, and it's helped lots of people. It helped the people that are willing to help themselves. It helped the people that are willing to grow from the experience, because it's not easy. It is not easy. And I don't know if I would have been as prepared to be as independent. I'm not quite all the way independent yet, but I'm more independent now because I went through that highly structured situation. Everybody is sitting and waiting for me to talk badly about Graceland, and I'm not going to. You know, sometimes things like I got the help that I needed, and maybe I just didn't need a year of it. Maybe I didn't need a year of it. Maybe I just needed 4 months of it, and I got the 4 months of structure, and now I'm ready to do the next thing. You guys got to understand, I do have a platform that I have to grind on. Like the same way that they are grinding on social media, I got to grind too. I got to go live every day. I got to post videos 3 to 5 times a day. You know, like you don't just get the amount of engagement that I get by casually posting on TikTok. You got to fucking be full blown on this shit, bro. And I don't have just one topic. I post whatever I want. Go to my page right now and just scroll the videos. 1,000 likes, 1,000 likes. If you want your recovery to be worth it for you, you got to commit to your recovery. If you want the gym to be worth it for you, you got to commit to the gym. That's what I see, bro. You might not agree with everything that I do, but you got to at least acknowledge how committed I am to things when I'm doing them. Even when I'm crashing out, you got to admit I'm a full-blown crash out. For those of you that's been here a while, if I'm doing good, I'm doing great. If I'm doing bad, I'm fucking crashing out. You guys at least got to give me that. Yeah. Nobody can take that away from me, bro. When I go, I go. Finally starting to get over my cold. I'm starting to feel a little better. I'll wake up with concrete, like, dude, like, now that I have my septum ring back in, it's like, dude, it's miserable to wake up in the morning. My nose is all clogged. I'm starting to feel better, man. I'm starting to feel a little bit more, like, at peace. You know what was really bothering me when I left Graceland? You know what was bothering me the most out of anything? I thought I was losing them. It wasn't that. I've been homeless before. I thought I was losing them. I thought they weren't going to be part of my life anymore. It hurt me. It hurt my feelings. I care about them so much. I care about everybody at Graceland, the staff at Graceland, so much. That's what hurt me more than anything, is I thought I was losing them. That's part of the reason why I cried yesterday. Part of the reason why I cried yesterday is because, like, Jose was in my chat. Jose was in my live chat, and he was like, bro, I love you, bro. It's okay. You're good. You're family. And it touched me. Because, man, me and Jose have had some... Jose has really took some time with me. I mean, talking like, I'd start to spiral. I'd start to have one of my moments, and Jose would pull me to the side, take me down in the basement, talk to me, get me through it, and I go back upstairs, write my words, do whatever I had to do. You know, Jose got me through some really hard time. Jose really invested a lot of time and effort into me. You know, look, Nick cried today, haha. So, anyways, like, to see, like, now that it's all said and done, now that it's all, like, you know, I'm no longer a resident, and, you know, I'm in an Oxford house and this and that. It was just like, bro, because, you know, I really was invested. I really believe in Graceland. I'm really invested in Graceland. And it's like, I really looked at I left behind everything in my life in South Carolina to come do Graceland and to come be a part of Graceland. And I believed in it. I wanted them to be my home. I wanted them to be my tribe. I wanted that to be my family now. And when I left, you know, like, I felt like I was losing that. And that's what the hardest part about it was. But I didn't lose it, you know. I didn't lose it. And, like, now I'm okay. But yeah, I cried over that shit, bro. I'm tired of doing life all by myself, not having nobody. Why do you think I stayed with Mariah as long as I stayed with Mariah? It wasn't because, you know... Hold on, guys.
Thank you, Ed.
Hey, thank you. It wasn't because... you know, there's just no way in a million years I could ever get another girlfriend. It wasn't because, she just treated me so good, and I just couldn't live without her. It's because I didn't want to be alone. And I was invested in her. She wasn't all bad. I loved her. I loved her very much. And when I met her, she was, she was talking. She'd been around. So here's the thing: Mariah's a recovering addict and a recovering alcoholic. I don't know if she's currently drinking. I don't know what's going on with her. But when I met her, I had a year clean. When I met her, I had a year clean. The first time in my whole life I ever had a year clean. And I started going on pass at the program that I was at. I started going on pass, and I would start going to her house on the weekends. So I'm at the program that I was court ordered to do. I'm getting ready to graduate, and I'm starting to look at, okay, who's my girlfriend? Who am I going to be waking up next to every day? And I'm going to work, and whose house am I about to be paying bills at? Because I know I'm never going to have my own house. I mean, maybe one day if I get really lucky, maybe. But like at the end of the day, bro, my situation is I'm gonna have to find a woman, bro, who's got, if this is what it's gonna be, she's got a house and she's willing to take me on as her partner, and I have to work very hard to make sure our bills are paid. That's what the truth is. So that's what the situation has been for a long time. And then when it doesn't work out, I ain't got nowhere to go. So I gotta either go back to a program. I've put myself back in a program when I wasn't even using. I put myself in a program when I wasn't even using. Look, they don't like when I tell the truth, bro. They don't like, look how they're all coming at me right now. They don't like when I tell you guys this stuff. Yeah, I'm turning off my co-host invitations. All right, you know what? Comment section goes away. Taking away the comment section, guys. Just until I get done telling my story. So I met Mariah. I was at Solutions Recovery Center. And I'm not talking bad about Mariah. I love her. I care about her. I don't regret meeting her because I learned a lot of valuable lessons in that relationship. And I learned a lot about myself in that relationship. And I only wish the best for her. Whatever man she's with right now, whatever she's doing right now, boo, I hope you keep that job. Yeah, you need to work. You need to have a job. Yeah, you don't need to let a man take care of you. You need to take care of you first and let him take care of you emotionally. Let him take care of you. I mean, if he helps you out with the financials, that's great. But don't be relying on him. Because it's like, if you don't, because it just shows like, oh, you probably don't even care about this person, but he's taking care of your bills, so you're with him. Is that right? I don't think that's right. So make sure that you are taking care of yourself financially first, and then be with somebody. So that way there's no confusion. So that way nobody can say, oh, well, the only reason why you with him is because he's paying your bills. If you are paying your own bills, if you are taking care of your business as a grown woman or a grown man, then nobody could ever say that. So that person can also have peace of mind that you are with them and you are participating in this relationship because you guys love each other and no other reason. Okay? So when I met her, she had the house. I had a year of sobriety. I had a good paying job. I was actually making kayaks. I was doing, I was working at a place called Confluence Outdoor. In Greenville, South Carolina, off Malden Road. And she's from Malden. So I was working at Confluence Outdoor, and I was making kayaks. It comes in like a powder. It's like a plastic powder, and you have to do molding. You have to know how to mold. I had to learn how to mold. Hard work. It's factory work. Very hard work. Follow my face, get back up, get clean, go back out, get clean, go back out. These people saw me go to the hospital. These people saw me have to get hit with fentanyl. Narcan. These people had to, yeah, man. These people saw me have to go through a lot, you know? Anyways, like I was saying, sorry, I slipped up a little bit. Narcan, these people saw me get laced and have to get resuscitated because of Narcan. So, anyways, she had the house. I had a year clean. I'm graduating the program, and I need a place to stay. Because once you graduate, I mean, you can stay there long term. Like you could, like I knew a person that was at Solutions for 10 years. Oof. 10 years. Drove the bus. He drove a lot of programs. Everybody gets jobs, and then they'll have like multiple buses, and they take everybody to work. They'll have a first shift bus driver, a second shift bus driver, and a third shift bus driver. You know, Solutions Recovery Center had 200 men, 36 apartments, and a girl's house that had 8 people. No, the girl's house had like 15 beds. I've been living in communal living for a decade, guys. Long time. Very long time. I have earned my seat in AA, but I'm not one of those people that just makes my whole life the only thing we're allowed to talk about is recovery. The only thing we're allowed to talk about is AA. But if you're here for some recovery, and if you're here to talk about those things, by all means, please join. Please join us. Just like they say in the rooms, join us. Join us. Yeah, join us. So, this is, man, I know a lot of you guys can relate to what I'm about to say. So please pay attention, guys. Imagine okay, I know some of y'all have probably been through this. You've been working so hard on yourself. What's up, Blitz? Thank you so much. I see you there supporting me. Thank you so much, Blitz. Imagine you're working so hard. You're in a program. You've been to plenty of programs in the past, but you're finally getting some long-term sobriety. You're finally getting you made it to 90 days. Yes, let's go. You made it 90 days. Once you make it to 90 days, it's all downhill from there. Now you got 6 months. Let's go. You got 6 months of sobriety. Oh my God. That's a big deal. That's half a year. That's half a year. Thank you, Seductive. That's half a year. All right, now 9 months. Let's go. You got 9 months. Oh my God. That big year's coming up. It's almost time to get that cake. It's almost time to get that cake, and everybody about to sing you happy birthday. That cake is a big deal. That first year of sobriety is a big deal, guys. When I turn the chat back on, who's got a year? Who's got a year coming up? I want to know. When I turn the chat back on, I want to know who's got a year coming up. But I'm saying all this for a reason. All right, now you got a year. All right, let's go. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. And maybe you never got a year of sobriety before since you started using. Oh my God, it's so exciting. You got that year. You got that cake. You worked all 12 steps. You know, it's about time thank you, Gen Z. I love you so much, Gen Z. Thank you for keeping us safe. Now you're about to start sponsoring people. You've worked all 12 steps. You know, you're making your meetings. You got a good paying job. You got you a big girl, big boy job. And now you done found you a little boo thing. Well, they said no dating for the first year, right? You know, you're not supposed to be dating for the first year. Well, now you done hit the year. It's time. It's time. You've been doing all this work on yourself. Man, I'm about to start over, bro. I can't do the restrictions. Come back.